Hi, welcome back to Therapy Designs. If you're new to this channel, my name is Kelly, and this channel is all about creating print-on-demand designs using Canva. So if that is something that you're interested in, please do stick around. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how you can create and sell these embroidered blankets right here. So this is one of my listings here, and this is of an embroidered Sherpa blanket, and it's got pretty much a embroidered name. So you've got your sort of monogram design that you can gift to somebody. This is my main mock-up image, and then of course I've got some of these other images here too that you can see. And it'll show you the different colors and the different looks. And there's one that just has it nice and big and bold. And then, of course, my shop logo. So just so you can see that. This does give you the choice right here of the different colors of blankets. And then right here is where you would go ahead and put in the name that you want. And so you can put anybody's name, girl or guy. Obviously, right here it says Vincenzo. This is for a guy, but you can do it for a girl. You can do it as a baby blanket, lots of different ways that you can market this. So if this is something that you're interested in learning about and learning how to sell, go ahead and stick around. So here I am on Canva's home page, and I am going to be creating a really easy design today. I'm going to show you guys how we can do some personalized embroidered monogram blankets. And so I'll see a lot of those selling on Etsy. Of course, anything personalized sells well on Etsy. Anything embroidered sells well on Etsy. I use Printful for all of my embroidery products. And that tends to work really well. And so I'm going to show you this blanket that I sell that I just actually recently got my boyfriend, and he loves it. It is so soft. So I do recommend this blanket. It's a really nice one. But let's go ahead and start with the embroidery. And so the embroidery on this particular blanket is like a small square corner piece. So I'm going to go ahead and just select custom size, and we will just go ahead and do 4,000 by 4,000 pixels, just so I have a nice square here. And again, when we're doing embroidery, it doesn't matter what colors we use, because you can pick the thread color, when you go to do the embroidery. So it really doesn't matter how you want to design. But for here, what I'm going to do is sort of a nice monogram, and I'm going to put a name in it. And so what we can do is offer this as something that's customizable. So I'm going to go to the left-hand side of the page where you see elements. And what we can do is go ahead and put monogram letters. And so there's different ways to go with this. Obviously, there's some photos, there's some graphics. We want the graphics. And there's a lot of different styles of those monogram letters that you can work with, right? And if you know what particular letter you want, then it makes it even easier to search. But for right now, just to get an idea of the different styles you can see. It does need to be simple. So when we're doing embroidery, you don't want it to be too detailed. So if I was printing, then it would be different. If I was printing, then something like this with the flowers here might look really nice. But because we're doing embroidery, it needs to be very fine detail. That's not going to work as well. So what you actually want to do is pick something a little bit simpler. So, something like this S, great if I'm printing. So really cool if I'm doing a print. If I'm doing an embroidery, something like this K is going to be a lot better. So it's just really simple. And so that's what you have to remember when we're doing embroidery. So I'm just going to use the example that I used on my shop, and I'm going to just use my boyfriend's name. So let's go with monogram, and I did a V. And so here are the V's. And so that was a really easy V right there. And you can see all the different letters. So once you pick one, by the way, you have to stick with it. So if this is the example that you're giving and you're selling it as a monogram thing, and so somebody says, hey, I want this for my kid, her name's Abigail, I have to find the A that is the same style as this V so that it all, obviously works the same. But so you do want it to be simple, and the simpler it is, the better. That way you can use it for a boy or for a girl. If you make it too, flowery or anything like that, then it might look good for a girl, but a boy might not want it, etc. So that is a good one here. Here's another good V, and I do like this one. Matter of fact, I think this one might look even better, and they do still have all the letters, and they're nice and simple. So let's say we're going to go with this V right here. I like it. I think it looks good. We'll go ahead and center it right there. And again, it doesn't matter what the color is. And then you would put whoever's name it is. So I'm going to pull up a text box, and we're going to put the name. And it's going to be, for this one, I'm going to do all caps. Okay. And so the name I'm using here is Vincenzo. But again, this would be the name of whoever is buying the personalizable blanket, right? And then you want to also, again, pick a very simple font. So just like you did with the monogram, this needs to be very simple because it will be embroidered. And so one of the ones that I like that's very simple is actually one called Alike. And so Alike is a nice, very simple font that looks really nice. So I do like the way that looks there. I'm going to go ahead and center it. And that looks pretty cool. So I might just go with that. It looks pretty well spaced. If you were doing a shorter name and you needed to fill the space, then what you would want to do is go up to the top where you have these up and down lines. You can click that, and there you can play with the letter spacing. So this fills it pretty well. But let's say I had a shorter name and I needed to space it out a little bit more. I could go ahead and widen the letter spacing like that or narrow it down. So it's just depending on the length of the name, you can do it that way too. That's a nice way to make everything fit good. But this actually fits really nice. So I'm happy with the way this looks. And remember, this is just for your mock-up because you're going to have to change this for every order, you know. Assuming every order has a different name, you're going to have a different design for every order. So this is just sort of your template. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to download this. So I can hit download. It is a transparent background. And I'm just going to hit download. And then what we're going to do is jump over to Printful. And we will go right here. I'm on the product catalog. And so I'll show you what I'm looking for. And so I can go down to Home and Living. And we can go down to Blankets. And this is the one that I wanted to show you right here. This is the Embroidered Sherpa blanket. And so this is the one that I sell that is super soft and I absolutely love it. It is a little bit more expensive blanket, and when you add embroidery, it's going to be even more expensive still. So it does make for a more pricey gift that somebody would give. But it's good to have things in different price ranges as well. I've done videos, by the way, on the all over print blankets that are, you know, just printing. And when it comes to all over print, Printify will have those as well, but only Printful will do embroidery. And so that is one thing that you can add that's different than what a lot of other people have. And so this is the one that I'm going to use right here. So I'm going to click on that. And so here is the blanket. It really only comes in one size. It's 50 by 60. You do have a couple of colors, so black, a brown, and a gray. You can choose whichever one you want for sort of your mock-up image. I mean, I did black, but you can do anything you want. And we're going to go ahead and create a product template here. And so you have a choice of right corner or large right corner. So either way, you're just getting the monogram in the right corner. One is a little smaller, one is a little larger, and that is really the only difference. So I did large right corner. I liked it. I think it looks a little bit better on the mock-ups, and it still isn't necessarily that, you know, that large. So I like the large right corner. And then what I'm going to do is upload my design. So I can hit upload file and upload the monogram design that I just made on Canva. And there it is, so I can hit apply. So boom. Now I'm going to go ahead and pick the colors that I want. By the way, this is where you can choose whatever color you want. So I had it in white for both there, the name and the letter, but you could, of course, do it in different colors. And if you wanted to in your shop, you could offer thread color choices too. So you could give them the choice of what color they wanted. You know, make sure that it, you know, works well enough with the blanket that it pops. You wouldn't want to do like a dark purple on a black blanket, for example, but you could offer them different thread colors. So if it was a boy and you wanted to do a blue, or if it was a girl and you wanted to do a pink, something like that, you could definitely give the options there. For this one, I'm just going to show you guys using white. But there you go. And you can see, by the way, the space that you have to work with. So you've got this rectangular space if you wanted to do more of a rectangular design. But for this, you know, it's a monogram. It's just going to kind of be this nice square. So I'm going to put it as far into the corner as I can right there. And that is what it's going to look like. So I can go to mock-ups and boom. So the entire blanket, this is going to show you the entire blanket and what the corner square looks like. And so it's just right there. And so really simple design, kind of gives that elegant feel. makes for a great gift. And of course, you could do this lots of different ways. You could do couples designs too. So wedding gifts, anniversary gifts, you could do couples initials if you wanted to do it that way. And that can work sometimes really well too. Or baby blankets. Sometimes people will put like the baby's name and it can be a baby blanket. And so lots of different ways you could go about marketing this. Gift for boyfriend, gift for girlfriend. So, think outside the box, but most of these are going to be gifts for somebody. And there's a lot of different times where you might want to give somebody a blanket as a gift. And again, this is a very nice, very warm, very soft blanket. I was very happy with it. Just FYI. And so it's ready to go. And so I can hit calculate price because there is going to be a difference in price depending on, the embroidery. A current embroidery cost, this one says 0. Digitization fee not included. You can see the pricing overview here. So it just depends how many stitches you use, how detailed your design is. And so it will tell you, how much it is going to cost you to embroider. So mine is pretty simple. Less than 15,000 stitches is free. 15 to 20 is like $3.95. And there is a digitization fee. And by the way, you're going to have to do that pretty much every time. So if it's a custom design, every time you do it, it would be theoretically a new name, unless you're repeating a name. You're going to have to get the digitization fee for that. So always include that into your price as well. And so that is that right there. We can go ahead and save the product template there. And that is pretty much how you would do this. That's how you would make it. And then you could upload it to your shop. So whether it's your Etsy shop or you're selling on, any other shop. I'm using Etsy as an example, but you would go ahead, upload it to your shop, put it on as a custom design that you can use. And, I can show you that on my Etsy shop here too. Hold on one sec. Okay, so I'm actually here on my Etsy listing right now for this blanket, just so that you guys can see. So you can see I've got my name here, and I just put personalized name blanket, personalized monogram Sherpa blanket, personalized gift for her, embroidered monogram blanket for him. You could put anniversary gift, you could put boyfriend gift, girlfriend gift. You don't have a lot of space, so you got to work with that. And then I've just got the different photos of the blankets there. I've got my Therapy Designs logo there, because I always do that so that they can be reminded of my shop. That's the main thumbnail that I used. I use the basic description that comes with it, and I always make sure that I add in that this is a print-on-demand design, so it's made especially for you, which is why it takes us a bit longer to deliver it. I add personalization, and I put enter the name you want embroidered on the blanket. Example would be like Sophia, and then what we would have would be the big S monogram with Sophia in it. And so it is that easy. Right now I have it priced at $86.99. Now I do offer free shipping on orders over $35. Obviously this would be over $35, so I did have to include the shipping in this, and shipping for a blanket like that's going to be over $10. So you got to realize over $10 of that price is just going to be for the shipping, and then you're going to have to include embroidery costs. So digitization is going to be part of that as well. And so it is, one of those more expensive gifts, which is great for an anniversary gift or for a boyfriend, girlfriend gift, something that's going to be nice. And that's it for the listing. I do have my tags down here, and I put personalized blanket, custom blanket, personalized monogram blanket, name, gift for her, gift for him, anniversary gift, embroidered, Sherpa, personalized gift, Valentine's Day gift. And so those are some of the tags that I used. So if you wanted to, see how that would look once you put it on your shop. And so I just want to give you guys some different ideas. Again, you don't have to copy that exactly, but I want you to know that there's a lot of different products out there. I mean, there are tons of products. And when we're thinking about things like Etsy, personalized products go a long way. Embroidery is something that's a little bit different than just printing. Obviously, there's a lot of photo blankets out there. I did have a video on how to do a personalized photo blanket. And so you can offer photo stuff. You can also offer name stuff. You can offer print stuff. You can offer embroidery stuff. You can offer, mugs and blankets and pillows and flags and hats and sweatshirts and stickers, you name it. So there's a lot more products, obviously, than just t-shirts out there. It's beneficial for you to go ahead and try some different ones out, see what makes the most sense for you and your shop, and kind of, obviously learn how you could go ahead and sell all of these different products. If you have any questions about this, drop it in the comments section below. I'll try to get back to you as quickly as I can. I hope you guys are doing really well with all of your sales, and I do hope to see you guys again. That's it for today's video. If you found that useful and would like to see more videos with helpful tips and tricks, be sure to hit like and subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of the weekly videos. As always, keep growing and stay creative, and we'll see you next time.